Hey YouTube, so welcome back to my channel. This video is going to be on products that I am getting rid of. Quick disclaimer, just because a product didn't work for me doesn't mean that it won't work for you or that I have anything against these makeup brands in particular. Most of these brands, if not all of them, have products that I love and adore and that do work for me. These are just ones that didn't work for me for one reason or another. So here we go, let's get into it. My dad got me this for Christmas. He actually got Matt and I each one of these because I drink out of mason jars constantly. That's the only type of glass that we have in this household is mason jars because of me. And this is champagne, rosé. I think it's rosé. It's this stuff right here. This matches my nails. So I'm going to start out by saying that the makeup that I'm getting rid of, I actually give to my sister. I let her go through it if she wants any of it, and then I send it to my little cousins in a different state so they can play with it and practice because they're both super into makeup. So if you are watching this, either of you, you'll be getting this stuff in the mail soon. So first of all, I have 3 eyeshadow palettes. And the first one is the Makeup Geek and Manny MUA palette. Just looks like this. I really love the colors in this palette, and as you can see, it's barely been touched, but I find myself never reaching for this, and I have these exact colors in other palettes that have more eyeshadows in it. So for that reason, I will be getting rid of this. This is absolutely gorgeous palette, and I wish I used it more. I just don't ever reach for it. So because of that, I'm getting rid of it. And then, as you can guess, 2 of the other palettes I'm getting rid of are part of the Morphe and Jaclyn Hill Vault collection. I am getting rid of Dark Magic and Bling Boss. It says Bling Boss. I have tried to use this a few times and I just can't get it to work for me. Absolutely gorgeous colors, and it's really sad because I bought these with my own money. And then the one out of the Vault collection I was really interested in was Dark Magic, which is this one right here. I don't have palettes that have these colors in it, and I specifically wanted this like I was gonna say pukey, maybe that's the right word, pukey olive green color. I did film an entire review video using this palette in particular, and I never uploaded it because it had me so frustrated. I do have one single eyeshadow I will be getting rid of, and it's the Stila Jewel eyeshadow in the shade Citrine. I'm pretty sure I used this in a video like years ago, and I really love this. It's absolutely gorgeous. I just don't ever reach for this. I also do have some illuminating and highlighting products I will be getting rid of. The first one is the Versace Jelly Beam in Glaze. I was so excited to buy this when it launched on Sephora. I bought it that day, but it doesn't work for me the way that it shows in like the videos or the pictures I've seen people use it. It's also like, I don't know if you can see it, it's separated and it's just disgusting, and I don't recommend this. It didn't work for me. I've tried using it on top of my foundation like when it's still wet. I've tried using it underneath foundation as just an illuminator. Every time I use it underneath and I put foundation on top, it like, there's very clear lines of like a demarcation. So I think they came out with another shade, won't be buying it, didn't like this. And then I also have 2 more liquid illuminators. The next one is the e.l.f. Natural Glow Lotion. I picked this up because Nicole Cutler raves about this, and she is one of my favorite cruelty-free YouTubers. As you guys know, I am cruelty-free, so I do try to support other cruelty-free YouTubers as well. She raves about this. I picked it up when I finally found it in Walmart, and I just don't like it. It breaks my skin out. I think if I remember right, she has a very similar issue with it, but she is a little bit more brave and is willing to work with it, whereas I'm not. I've tried mixing it with foundations. It still breaks my skin out. I don't like it. The next one is this NYX Born to Go Liquid Illuminator, and this is the color Gleam. I actually really like this. I just don't ever reach for it. And it's not a shade that I typically go for. I'm going to squirt a little bit on my hand. It's like this really gorgeous rose gold color, but I don't really wear rose gold like that. And then I do have a powder highlighter I'm getting rid of. This is the NYX Illuminator in Narcissistic. This is just a really pretty peachy highlighter. I used to use Ritualistic all the time, and then mine broke, and I just never picked it up, and I didn't feel like going through the whole process of putting the alcohol in it and mixing it, all that good stuff. So I never use Narcissistic at all, so I'm going to get rid of it. I also have 2 foundations I'm getting rid of. The first one is the Burt's Bees Goodness Glows Liquid Makeup. This just oxidizes really funky on my skin. I love the formula. I love the finish. It's very like lightweight and natural looking. Their foundation range isn't good at all, so I can't find my shade in it, and this just oxidizes to a really funky color on me. And then I also have the Physicians Formula, the Healthy Foundation. I love this foundation, but their shade range sucks. So I have the color MW2 and DW2. And this one's way too pinky orange, and this one is just way too yellow on me. I've tried to mix them, it turns a weird color. I don't really like it. I can't find my exact shade because this is dark too, and if this is like one of the darkest shades, they just really need to work on their shade range. But I do have some eyeliners I'm getting rid of. I actually have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 eyeliners I'm getting rid of. The first one is the Kat Von D Lash Liner. I use this in a video, and this is just a whole process that I'm not willing to go through to put on some liner on my, what is this called? My tight line. I'll just use a pencil. It's so much easier for me. I've seen a couple people use this and they love it. It's a no-go for me, so I'm getting rid of it. I also have this, I think this is NYX. This NYX liquid liner in Extreme Purple. I love purple liners. They really make my eye color pop. And I just love the color purple, it's my favorite. But this burns my eyes to no end, so I'm getting rid of it. And then I think all of these, oh, I lied, I only have 4 liners I'm getting rid of. That's a brow product. So the last 2 are both from NYX as well. This is the Epic Ink liner. I really liked this when I first got it, and then I just got frustrated with it. The brush applicator just kind of did some funky things and started separating, so I just don't like it. And then I also have their matte liquid liner, and it just got really like chunky and just not my vibe. I much prefer the NYC liquid liner, but unfortunately they discontinued it. I don't even know if NYC is still around as a brand, but I adore that liquid liner. It is my absolute favorite for a brush tip applicator. And then I do have some brow products I'm getting rid of. I also have a brow brush I'll be getting rid of. This is the Anastasia Beverly Hills Brow Brush 7B. This is just way too fine for me that I just don't have a use for it. And then I have the NYX Control Freak Eyebrow Gel. It's a really good drugstore alternative to the ABH Clear Brow Gel. They're both like super glue. I just never reached for this one, so I'm getting rid of it. And then I have 2 brow pencils. I tried to use brow pencils again in 2018, and it didn't work for me. I much prefer my powders and my pomades. So I have the e.l.f. eyebrow pencil, and then I have the Wet n Wild retractable brow pencil. This one has that little like angled triangle situation. So if this is your vibe and you want like a cheap alternative, this one is really nice. I just don't like pencils. And then the e.l.f. one, if I remember correctly, it's just way too creamy for me, and it's just way too much. This one's more of like an actual like pencil tip. And then I also have 1 lip product. This is the Bite Beauty Amuse Bouge lipstick in, I think this is Chai. I got this as like a little birthday gift. It's a really pretty color. I just don't like the formula. For me, it gets everywhere, so that's why I'm getting rid of it. And then I also have 2 liquid shadows. These are both from Wet n Wild. They are part of their, I think Midnight Mermaid was the collection these came out with. I'm not sure. It just says metallic liquid eyeshadow, but they have like the mermaid scale on it, so that's my assumption, what I'm going with. This one is Aquatic Prism, and then this one is Moonlit Majesty. This one's like a really pretty like purple black base, and then this one is a really gorgeous like blue-green base. I've tried these off camera. They never made it to an actual video because they don't layer well. They dry kind of weird. They're kind of patchy, essentially. So because of that, I haven't reached for them since they first came out. I'm just going to get rid of them. So there's that. And that is everything I'm getting rid of. This video is pretty short because I do declutter my makeup fairly often. I get overwhelmed with makeup, so I go through and I get rid of the stuff that I'm not using. And then also for 2019, one of my big goals is to really use up the makeup that I already have. I have a pretty good sized collection for the average consumer, so I don't need to be buying any more of anything except for maybe mascara when I run out. So yeah, if you guys have any looks or video suggestions, please leave them down below. One of my other big goals for 2019 is to upload more. I do have a video up already, and I've got another one ready to go for tomorrow. I'm filming this on Saturday, so if you haven't subscribed already, please do hit the like button if you feel so inclined and liked this video. Hit the notification bell if you never want to miss an upload, and follow me on Instagram, and I will see you guys next time.